Mercedes-AMG Interview Lounge.
Justina Valentine.
Justina!
Hey, gang!
Welcome back.
Hey.
Welcome
How
back.
are you? Thank you so much for having me.
Give me a
Don't want to get any lip gloss. Both sides, very Euro.
we gave her a little moi.
Love it, love it.
Yeah, you know, just when we see you on Wild and Out, it's just how your brain works the way it does.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
amazing.
I guess it's silly to even stop down and think about it. Just do it.
Yeah, no, I think the Holy Spirit just jumps in my body.
Okay.
I really do. I'm just a bit of a wordsmith.
No. So, at what point in your life did you know you had this the power over words?
The gift of gab. Well, I started reading and writing really early. My mom was like, "Yeah, you were a weirdo. You would open up the books, and I would just like copy the book, like
By the way,
write a book, weird
I love
word
your
for word."
mother's accent. It's fabulous.
Oh, she's Italian, yeah. Her accent isn't as bad as some of her family members, but you know, I love to do my Jersey Italian accent.
Okay.
So I would just like open books and copy the books word for word, and I just loved like reading, writing, and I was always really good with words. And my dad's a musician, so he plays a guitar, he sings, he's really dope, and so he just like instilled this love of music in me. And then, you know, once I started talking, I couldn't stop over here. You know what I mean? I bet you can relate, Elvis, you know?
I got it.
I talked my way out of a bag.
But you know, look, you can master the English language and use it for so many different things. It could be something that's collegiate, something that's whatever. You
Yeah.
put it to music, as you said,
Yep.
rhythmic music.
Rhythmic music.
Yeah.
But the thing is, not only are you great at coming up with words, but you're also rhyming. You're also putting it in a rhythm that has to have like 4 beats per scale or per whatever measure or whatever. There's more to it than just knowing words.
Oh, for sure. And well, that's what really got me on Wild 'N Out is that I was known widely for my freestyling ability, which is not to be confused. Sometimes people say, oh, I'm going to spit a freestyle, and it just means that it's a verse that's not part of a song. But I actually freestyle off the top of the brain, not prepared. One of the games on Wild 'N Out that I really thrive at, you know, and they say I'm the queen of, is bull spitting, where we're on a bull, a mechanical bull, and words are coming up on the screen, and you're just going and you have to rap the words while riding a bull. And that's just fun to me. Like, I like to be under the
First of all,
pressure.
I mean, riding a bull without having to.
Right.
Well,
Exactly.
without having to rap is something, yeah.
Right.
I've
For
got strong
instance,
legs.
Let's talk about feminine.
Yeah, so
Okay, this is a great example. Give us, if someone is listening that doesn't know what you do, give them an example. This may not mean anything to anyone that doesn't know.
So, Eminem was definitely one of my biggest influences growing up. You know, I think the best lyricist of all time. So, what I did was that I flipped all of his classics, not all of his classics, but, you know, about 10 of his classics, and made a project called Feminem,
Right.
Female Eminem. And I just feel like it was something my fans would love, and they really did. You know, they really gravitated towards it. And as a female who writes her own material, writes her own raps, and can also freestyle and come off the top of the head, I was just like, who better than me to do a mixtape called Feminem?
So, I mean, off the top of your head, can you give an example of an Eminem classic that you flipped to Feminem?
Oh yeah, I did The Real Slim Shady.
Okay.
I did Stan, which I named Just. I did I'm Justina Valentine, which was I'm Just Marshall Mathers. And what's good about it? It's a free download, because now I'm about to hit them with my original album in March that they got to pay for. So make sure you don't get the one for free,
All right.
because now you got to pay like your way.
I know. Okay, can you just spit it out without even thinking about it?
You want me to spit a freestyle? You want me to spit some?
I mean, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because I want
why
people listening to hear what you do.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's do it. Well, let's set it up nice. Let's get a beat.
Do I have a
And
beat?
You
Any
throw me
beat?
some topics.
Here's a couple of beats. Tell me which
Here,
one
let
you
me-
like.
let me
Okay.
turn
And you don't get nervous?
No.
Well, I wanna know.
Okay,
so-
well, bring in Greg T, the frat boy.
Okay.
Okay, there's a guy on our show.
Yeah.
His name is Greg T,
Yeah.
the frat boy. Come here. Say hi.
Yeah.
Say hi to
Hey,
Justina
Greg
Valentine.
T.
Yo, what up, kid?
You're a stud.
His
Yeah,
name is
Greg.
Greg. Okay, his name is Greg T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He likes
yeah.
to whack off on Fridays.
Yeah.
Greg T on Fridays?
Yeah, Fridays.
Only Friday.
He's a Gemini. He
You're
likes
a Gemini, Two-Face.
he likes to vape and do cigar smoking with his Uncle Ted in the Uncle Ted shed.
Okay.
He likes to get naked. He actually is married with 2 kids, and he drives a Mercedes-Benz. But,
Hey.
but he's a normal guy.
He's a normal guy?
Yeah.
I like it. So we're going to freestyle about you, Greg T?
Go ahead.
Okay. Justina Valentine, Z100. Okay. Greg T. Greg T. He's kinda crazy and he might get smacked, boy. Greg T, yeah, we know him as the frat boy. I'm driving down and I'm going on the highway. He likes to whack up and he do it on Fridays. I'm getting money, you know I get the blue face. He's a Gemini, so you know he's two-faced. Matter of fact, I meant what he said. He be vaping and smoking in his Uncle Ted's shed. Okay, you know my brain is really baking, and I'ma go blind if Greg T gets naked. Please don't do it, you know I'm on a roll. Elvis, tell that man to keep on his clothes. You know how I do it, I'm just trying to live. How does this crazy man have a wife and 2 kids? And I'ma do it, you know I am that baby, and he drives a Mercedes. Greg T is really crazy, and hold up, yeah, they say that I'm a beast. If you get naked, New York City will call police. And when I do it, yeah, I do it one time. Z100, Elvis Duran, your girl Justina Valentine. That was fun. Thank you guys.
Okay, let me just remind everyone, I handed that to her as we were talking about.
How did she
So
do that?
now I have to tell you guys something
What's that?
that you don't know.
Okay.
Secret time. So your producer, David, shout to him, came in the room and said, listen, we know you're known to do raps on the spot. Would you mind doing one? I said, David, I'd be offended if you didn't ask me to.
Right.
And he said, are you okay with like really doing it on the spot? If you're not, I can tell you like some stuff we want you to rap about. I said, David, I do this. Let's go. You know?
So did he give you that
No.
list? Okay. I'm telling you, she did not get that list ahead of time.
I didn't want it, and this is this is what I do and what I'm known for. So
That's amazing.
I like to really be on the spot. Pressure, bust pipes, or makes diamonds, and baby, I'm shining.
Oh my God. I just want to say, like, in the very beginning, when she kept on saying, like, Greg T, I thought you were going to stop and say, I don't know what I can do with this guy. I'm very impressed.
Okay, let me just.
Now, Greg T, if you would have been naked, imagine how long I would have went for. I would have broke down your anatomy.
No, you would have gone.
I would have went very short. Yeah.
Yeah. He's hung like a pancake. But anyway,
Hilarious.
But I kind of saw how your brain was working because you did have a second that you needed to ramp up just for a second. Like, okay, Greg T. I'm sure while you're doing that, you're not thinking Greg T. You're just saying it to make some noise while you're thinking about what's coming up. And then you just get started.
Yeah, I will. Before you come into a rap, you usually just like ad lib, like Justina Valentine. I really actually wasn't thinking, and then I just looked down and I would just go off the topic. So like I saw Friday, so in my brain for a second, I'm like, oh, what do I want to rhyme with Friday? Highway. So you save the punchline like for the second bar. You understand what I'm saying?
We do, but it's impossible
No
for us to
way,
think
yeah.
about it. So
Yeah, no,
easily.
it's very challenging. I mean,
for you, it's not challenging.
No, and I've done a lot of things freestyling where I hold records for like on the show, and also I'm the first female to ever spit a real freestyle up at Sway in the Morning on the 5 Fingers of Death. I went for 5 minutes straight, and he was saying words 5 minutes straight off the top of the brain. 2 other rappers have done it, guys, but I was the first female to do it, and I just love it.
Let me ask you this, Justina. Have you ever been performing and you're like going at it, the crowd's wild, and then you say something that just doesn't make sense, and everyone's like, what? What did you just say?
You know what?
Or are you always perfect every single time?
Well, no one's perfect, but I'm very close to it. But, some lines hit harder than others, right?
Oh, okay.
But I have to say, even my lines that don't hit, they're still good.
Okay,
You know
all
what I
right,
mean?
all right.
They're still good.
That sounds good. By the way,
Wow.
Justina's from in this area. You're
Yeah,
part of New Jersey.
Passaic County, New Jersey.
Right.
And so, just a hop, skip, and a jump away from here. It's only about 20 minutes, but with traffic and, with the promise of knowing I was going to see Greg T, the frat boy, possibly naked.
Well, sorry.
I got here even quicker. I took shortcuts, we got on the Batmobile to get here.
I'm glad you did.
So, Justina, I'm going to be like your hype man for a
Hey,
second. 'cause
Gandhi
you know
girl.
I love you.
I love
Hello.
you more, girl.
We go back a little bit.
We
so
do.
I'm totally biased. But do you feel like you have a harder road in rap because you're white, you're a girl, and you come from TV?
I'm white.
I think.
And
I've
yeah.
You look like it.
Yeah. I think definitely just being a woman in the industry is an obstacle itself. For any woman in the industry, from both you and the beautiful Danielle, I think it's certain barriers and hurdles you have to get over, right, to prove yourself. Also, being white at first and people hearing me rap, I would kind of go on stage when I used to go to the open mics and stuff, and people would kind of roll their eyes. But one thing you can't deny is real talent. So once I would get going and people would hear my music and people would hear me freestyle, even if you didn't want to like me, you kind of, you had to like me. I just told myself I have to be so good. I have to force them to notice me. So yeah, and coming from TV, it's funny because I was rapping and singing before I was on TV, but now I'm known, as a TV personality from MTV. But for me, it's all great because, honey, I have 2 million followers, so I have a big platform now to get my stuff out.
Well, okay, so 2 million followers. Let's talk about what gets to 4 million followers. Of course, a new album on the way. We'll get to that in a second. But as an artist, are all artists like to think about how they're going to evolve? Like, what do you think, or what do you dream of being next in the world of Justina Valentine?
Well, I'm hoping for a naked picture with me and Greg T. Okay. That'll go viral.
That's backwards.
I might catch a virus, but it'll also go viral.
There is that.
Yeah. Well, right now I'm going to drop a new album in March, and I haven't told anyone the name of it because I want to save it for this very special time because you are a legend.
Stop.
You are a legend, Elvis, and I wanted to say it here first on Z100. The name of the album is Favorite Vibe.
Right.
Okay, that's an original album. I'm also going on tour. I'm going to be announcing some of the dates today. And I just know once people hear this album, it's a legendary album. It's amazing. And I think it's going to do...
No, wait, hold on. I'm going to interrupt you.
Yeah.
You say it's a legendary album.
Yeah.
What is it in your mind that makes it legendary already? What is it that's going to shine on this thing? That's going to really catch everyone's attention, in your opinion?
Well, for me, as an artist and part of being a real artist, and I don't discount anyone who doesn't do this, but what I love is that my music comes from me. So when you hear Justina Valentine, you're really hearing Justina Valentine, first-person point of view, which I think is kind of lost in the art of music. And that's okay because a hit is a hit and really no one cares who wrote it. But that's something I take a lot of pride in. And I know my fan base that has been rocking with me has, seen me through the struggle from 30,000 followers of trying to get on to, putting on my music independently to then making it on TV to then seeing me claw my way, amongst guys and to get that same respect. They've really seen me. I really had to fight for it. I really had to climb the ring, cut my teeth. No one gave me a handout to get here. I worked very, very hard to get here, and that's why every day is a blessing, and I'm so happy to be here, especially sitting here with you.
Wow.
Definitely a milestone.
Well, look at all the people that sit in this chair that we've interviewed over the years. There are those who make it and those who don't.
Yeah.
The ones that made it all had that same energy that Justina has right now.
Totally.
Just saying. I'm no guarantees.
Well, listen, I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Today is the day where I think, from here on out, everything's already been like this. I'm just gonna shoot up like a rocket after being here with you. Aww. I gotta say.
Aww.
So after everything,
that's a compliment. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Okay,
so favorite vibe. You just say it's coming out this spring. When's the drop date?
I have to talk to the label, but probably gonna be end of March.
Okay. Yeah. That's not far from now.
Not far at all. It's all done, mixed, mastered, everything.
And so if everyone needs to start following you to add to your fan base, Justina Valentine is at Justina Valentine?
Justina Valentine. I like to keep it
simple. Because sometimes there's like an underscore and there's like an exclamation mark.
No, it's easy.
Yeah, I like to keep it simple. Get it popping like a pimple.
By the way, we have a huge iHeart Radio Music Awards news coming up next. Just to let you know, a teaser. You need to play our award show.
I would love to play your award show. Whatever you need. You need an extra act. You need a host. You need me to run and get your coffee. You need me to hold Greg T's underwear when he takes them off. Anything. I'm always...
What? I got a great idea. Maybe she should freestyle the big announcement.
Oh,
how great would that
be? Okay. All right. I will give that to you ahead of time.
Okay.
The iHeart Radio Music Awards is coming up March 14th, live on Fox, and we're all live on the red carpet out in LA for the big thing. We're going to talk about some of the performers.
Nice.
We're announcing that next. No one knows this list but us. And I want you, if you want.
Absolutely.
You'll feel comfortable doing the big announcement?
I love to drop the exclusives. Let's drop some bombs.
All right.
Let's get it going.
All right. The big iHeartRadio Music Awards Artist Superstar announcement featuring Justina Valentine.
Oh, yeah.
Coming up right after this.